The Clintons testify in the Jeffrey Epstein case. Was this useful or political theater? I will break it down for you step by step. Welcome to the Joe Rossano Show. So first up, we have Hillary Clinton. And I have a sneaky suspicion she wasn't very happy to be there. Roll it.
We have asked for a public hearing. If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that
I'm done with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So I would like to understand how that's permissible.
Before the hearing was.
It doesn't
Excuse
matter.
me.
We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take.
Could she have been there? My opinion, no. She shouldn't have been there. There was one reason that Hillary Clinton was called to testify, and that is to embarrass the secretary. And you ask anybody, Joe Rossano here, I'm no Hillary Clinton fan. I'm not a far right guy. I'm not a far left guy. Okay, I'm an independent. And as an independent, she testified to exactly what? What? And was she honest? Probably not. They never are. They're Clintons. However, she was never on Epstein's plane. She wasn't on the island. She wasn't in hot tubs. And she had no sexual experiences with any young girls. So what she was doing there, quite frankly, political theater. They wanted to embarrass the secretary. Now, before I get to former President Clinton, please take a moment to click the subscribe button for your pal Joe Rossano. Comment, like, share, click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of the Joe Rossano Show. Now to former President Bill Clinton. I can't keep a straight face. Roll it.
Though it ended years before his crimes came to light, and though I never witnessed during our limited interactions any indication of what was going on, I'm here to offer what little I know so I can do my part to prevent something like this from happening again. Since Hillary came in yesterday, she had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Nothing.
I've said it before, folks. I'll say it again. Unless you've been on the moon for the last 40 years, let's take a trip down memory lane. Juanita Broderick, in the 70s, allegations that she was raped by Bill Clinton. How can we forget Paula Jones? Allegations of harassment led to losing his law license. Oh, and he paid her $850,000. Monica Lewinsky. I don't think I'll ever forget that name. Now, he admitted to that relationship. I think she was about, 23, 24 at the time? And he was, in his 50s? Well, he admitted the relationship, but he denied it first. And then, when he got caught, he admitted it. He was on Epstein's airplane, allegedly at least, multiple times in the early 2000s. And former president got himself a massage in Africa. That is also a fact. So let's break this all down, folks. First of all, the prize is Donald Trump. They want Trump. It's exactly what they want. Okay. Hillary Clinton, theater, Bill Clinton. He did something. It's all allegations. I can't come on here and be dishonest, but he certainly did something. And I'll tell you what Hillary Clinton is guilty of. Man, oh man, is she an enabler. How could she knows all of this stuff. There's nothing she doesn't know. And I got to tell you, being married a long time, my wife would have set me on fire the first time all of this happened. So either she's stupid or she's very brave. But at the end of the day, the prize is President Trump. Now, opinions here, okay? I feel, okay, myself, my opinion is if President Trump had a young lady trafficked to him, a young girl trafficked to him on Jeffrey Epstein Island through Ghislaine Maxwell, et cetera, she would be front and center with her lawyer. I don't remember her name. Would be like Gloria Allbright or Allred. Can't remember her last name, but they'd have been sitting next to each other on every talk show, every news outlet, every podcast, suing everybody. That is my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that President Trump didn't do anything. Okay. I just don't know. But here's what we do know. Shame on you, Mr. President. Either there is some hanky panky going on there, or you're covering for someone, allegedly, sir. I can't understand that. I mean, really, people say that you are protecting pedophiles. Well, keep this in mind, Mr. President. It's never what it is, sir. It's always what it looks like. And I got to tell you, from this commentator's standpoint, sir, it's what it looks like. It's what it looks like. It looks like that you know a whole list of names. You probably know some of them, and you're not saying it. Or, you were in on it and you don't want to get caught. Okay. It's ruining your presidency because this story is not going away. Jeffrey Epstein is the gift that's going to keep on giving all the way to the midterms, all the way to 2028, all the way to the next presidential election and beyond until everything is unredacted. And here's the problem with this, Mr. President, is you promised, sir. You promised. Promises made, promises kept. Remember that one? You said transparency. We were supposed to know if there were any co-conspirators in the Kennedy assassination. You were supposed to tell us that. You were supposed to release the Jeffrey Epstein files in their entirety, and you didn't. And you didn't. So, question of the day, folks, is this. Did President Donald Trump have inappropriate relations with young girls on Epstein Island or anything to do in the old Jeffrey Epstein saga? Or is he covering up for folks that did? That's a question of the day. I put in the comments. I'll read it tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow for your questions and comments because I am dying to hear this. Once again, dearest friends and fellow Americans, as always, I graciously and wholeheartedly appreciate you taking some time, spend with your pal, Joe Rossano, and I'll ask you again, please click the subscribe button. That really helps us podcasters. Like, share, comment. Click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of the Joe Rossano Show. As always, God bless you, my dearest friends and fellow Americans. Please don't forget to adopt a pet, and we will see you next time.